These thinkers and writers share a profound view of grief. It's not a pathology to be cured, but an inevitable, often painful reflection of deep love. Across distinct faith backgrounds and human experiences, they connect loss to eventual transformation and spiritual growth. James Cone's thoughts are these. After experiencing devastating trauma and loss, you are forever changed. And trying to explain the tragedy intellectually brings little comfort to your grief. Despite the deep sorrow of oppression, faith in God's presence provides a thirst for life that empowers you to transform ugliness into a liberating presence rather than letting grief crush you. Catherine of Siena offered these thoughts. True grief should be directed outward. Infinite grief is a profound expression of divine love rather than an emotion centered on your own personal loss. When you obsess over your own losses, you diminish God's mercy and lack justice. The deeper your soul's love and union with God, the more intolerable grief and pain your soul will feel when seeing God's goodness offended. Benedict Groeschel offered these thoughts. Grief and tragedy must be confronted honestly rather than hidden. Unite your pain with the redemptive suffering of Christ and find hope in the promise of eternal life. When words fail during your darkest times, spend time on your knees before the crucifix. Repentant meditative prayer is a powerful tool to replace fear with faith and sorrow with surrender. Maya Angelou offered these thoughts. Grief isn't an ending, but it is a painful yet transformative journey that eventually leads to peace, growth, and a deeper appreciation for the person who passed away. Mourning is a natural part of loving someone deeply. Grief doesn't vanish overnight. Healing has its own rhythm. After a period, peace blooms slowly and always irregularly. Empty spaces left behind eventually fill with soothing, comforting feeling. Steve Maraboli's thoughts are these. Grief isn't just a reaction to losing a loved one, but is a natural emotional response to any major transition, trauma, or an outgrowing version of yourself. Growth can feel like grief when you love who you were. Nobody really talks about that part. We celebrate becoming stronger, wiser, healthier. Holding on to the past prevents true healing. Toni Morrison offers this. Grief isn't a problem to be cured, but is a profound, necessary part of love that permanently alters a person and honors the dead. She rejected the modern concept of finding closure after a tragedy. When you face massive trauma or loss, sometimes you don't survive whole. You just survive in part. The beauty of life is found in bravely trying to keep going anyway.